Welcome, curious minds, to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into a really significant development coming out of Burkina Faso.
That's right.
Our core topic is President Ibrahim Traoré's recent announcement. He's creating new Rapid Response Battalions. Our mission here is simple: give you the clearest, most concise overview of what's happening, why it matters, and maybe some of those details that, often get missed. Okay, let's unpack this.
So what's really notable here is the official announcement of 3 brand new Rapid Response Battalions. We call them BIRs.
BIRs, right, Rapid Response.
Exactly. And these units, they're specifically designed for, well, swift deployment, getting to hotspots quickly.
So speed is key.
Speed and agility, often lighter equipment, focus on surgical strikes or just immediate reinforcement. They're built for it, especially in these dynamic conflict zones.
Makes sense. And where are these new ones based?
Okay, so these new BIRs, according to the AIB news agency, they'll be strategically based. One in Arbinda, that's in Soum Province.
Okay.
Another in Ougarou, in Gourma Province.
Got it.
And the third in Diapaga, over in Tapoa Province.
Right, Arbinda, Ougarou, Diapaga. Now, it's one thing to announce new units, but seeing the actual leadership appointments, that really brings the plan into focus, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
So for BR-26 in Ougarou, we've got Captain San Salifou Traoré.
Correct.
And taking charge of BR-27 in Diapaga is Captain Sayouba Yannick Sawadogo.
Yes.
And commanding BR-28 up in Arbinda, that's Captain Wenceslas Yaméogo.
Precisely. And, just to give you a sense of the broader scope here.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, there's an additional appointment that kind of underscores the scale of this initiative. Captain Papa Parfait Kambou, he's been named commander of BIR-18, which is based in Solenzo. So not one of the new 3, but part of this same wave of leadership focus.
I see. So it's a wider push.
Exactly. These specific appointments are, well, they're incredibly telling. They really reflect a wider strategic shift in how Burkina Faso is tackling its security challenges.
Okay, so let's talk about that wider shift. What does this bigger picture tell us? This feels like more than just, shuffling the deck chairs.
Oh, definitely.
What does it all mean for Burkina Faso's larger fight against terrorism?
Oh, it absolutely is more than just restructuring. The creation of these new battalions, it's a direct, crucial part of President Traoré's whole strategy.
His strategy to strengthen the fight.
Exactly. He actually flagged this back in his New Year's address. He emphasized that 2025 efforts would significantly bolster the armed forces.
Right, I remember that. More units, new equipment.
Precisely. And this isn't just about numbers, more people. It's about a fundamental tactical change, really.
How so?
If you connect the dots, you see a clear commitment to boosting national security capabilities, but specifically by moving towards these decentralized, highly mobile units.
Decentralized and mobile.
Yeah. It's specifically designed to counter the asymmetric warfare you see from insurgent groups, hitting them more effectively in varied terrains, focus on speed, precision.
Instead of just holding defensive lines.
Exactly. Less static defense, more proactive engagement.
That makes a lot of sense. What's striking me here is the speed. These units seem to be getting set up, commanders appointed, really quickly.
That's a great point.
What does that speed signal about the urgency on the ground?
It signals a lot. That rapidity, it's one of those surprising details that often gets overlooked, like you said earlier.
Right.
It points to a new urgency. It feels like they're moving beyond some of the perhaps slower bureaucratic processes of the past.
A more aggressive posture.
I'd say more proactive, definitely more aggressive. Aimed at disrupting insurgent networks faster than they could before. Think about it on the ground.
Yeah.
Soldiers potentially empowered to respond more in real time, not always waiting for orders from a distant HQ. That drastically changes the tempo of operations.
So these BIRs can move fast to cut off supply lines, reinforce towns.
Interdict supplies, provide rapid reinforcement, execute those surgical strikes we talked about. It massively enhances their agility against a pretty diffuse enemy.
Okay, so wrapping this part up then, we've seen President Traoré taking very concrete steps, strengthening the military with these new BIRs, putting specific leaders in place, and really signaling this shift towards a more agile, more responsive defense posture.
Exactly. And this, it raises a really important question for you, the listener, to ponder.
Okay.
How might this strategic deployment, placing these specialized rapid response units in these specific locations, how might that impact regional stability, not just within Burkina Faso, but beyond its borders?
That's a critical question, especially as, neighboring countries face pretty similar threats.
Precisely. Something to think about.
A vital question indeed. Well, we hope this deep dive has given you a concise but thorough understanding of this important development in Burkina Faso. Keep exploring, keep learning, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.